My name is Tammy and I have borderline personality disorder. Some 20 years ago, I walked these very halls lobbying and educating Congress myself. I went on to raise a family and have had a very successful life as a corporate salesperson and business consultant. My IQ is in the 130s range. I am well educated and well spoken and have been very effective in many areas of life. It would be hard to notice that I am severely impaired in some key areas of brain functioning. Ironically, while my brain allows me to remain comfortable presenting to members of Congress, the part of my brain that controls my emotions and the part that helps with impulse control do not work. Imagine if your brain replayed over and over and over again the most horrifying tragedies of your life, the saddest moments, the loneliest times, and they became your reality each and every day. That has been my life. Tormented, I went to over a dozen therapists trying to find an answer to my difficulties. I read every self-help book, tried every new technique, and went to support groups. Eventually, I lost my job, my health, and saddest of all, I lost my children. I was so impaired, I could not get out of bed, and I could not provide for myself. Some of us end up in prison because some of us are incapable of controlling our impulsivity. The anguish became so severe for me that I attempted suicide several times in order to find relief. Many others of us cut themselves or abuse alcohol or drugs just to find relief. Some of us have eating disorders. This illness almost took my life, and I can't even bear to calculate the damage it has done to my family. Just because no one knew, not even the therapist I went to, not the attendants who pumped the pills out of my stomach, not the psychiatrist who gave me the all-clear sign and sent me home. Many days are still a great struggle for me. My intense emotions still take over my cognitive ability, and I often hurt my husband with inappropriate comments. I can sit before you fully aware of this fact right now, but am unable to stop myself during the moment. To my great fortune, I finally found a therapist who accurately diagnosed me last fall. There is a very effective treatment available for my disorder, and I am finally getting better. I am gaining control of my own mind, and painful thoughts are losing their grip on my imagination. My future looks very bright. My hero, my husband, remains by my side, and my relationships with my children, my family, and friends are improving. I am working again. So why am I here? Would you hire me knowing what I have just told you about myself? Why would I allow myself to be branded as one who has a mental illness, a brand that potentially could exclude me from the status I have enjoyed in my career and my community? I am here because you don't know about this illness, and you might know someone who is suffering beyond your comprehension and no one can figure out why. Or you might see yourself in my own story but have been reluctant to get help because of the stigma attached. This is very personal to me. I would not be here alive if I had not been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and received the treatment I have been undergoing. Having myself suffered unimaginably because of ignorance, I want to do my part to educate others so that they won't have to suffer anymore. I'm asking you to commit to educate yourselves and other members of Congress about this illness. We have got to spread the word and help others to know that there is a reason for their suffering and that there is a treatment that works and it is not their fault. This illness is highly treatable, and those of us who have it can have a life worth living. I'm putting myself before you as a resource. I have my business cards on the back table. Call me if you have any questions. Please don't forget us when you're drafting or supporting legislation that can make a difference, that can actually heal us. I sincerely appreciate your time today, and I wish you all the best. Take care.